I'm not a jealous person. Let's just start out right there. I just think it's interesting that there are definitely some levels that different people are permitted to live at. It usually means that you have means, which means you have money. And certain parties have a lot of it. And they always come down into a position of feeling like they can lecture you because they've accumulated money and they want to tell you how to live. Now, at the same time, they don't want to live that way. They want you to live that way. They're perfectly fine living the exorbitant lifestyle that, is not often talked about. In fact, they hide it. And they hide it in the depths of some corporate reporting that, has recently been unearthed by a few different news entities. But we're going to grab one that a lot of people don't like, and we're going to cover this. It'll be a lot of fun. Here we go. Enter the world of Facebook. Well, I guess technically Meta, where you have, somebody living it up, a man called Zuckerberg. In fact, the article that we're about to review is from Breitbart, and you can have your opinions about them as a news source, but it doesn't change the facts on the ground from the filing that you have to do every once in a while with the SEC. So let's see what it's like living the Zuck life. Business Insider reports that Facebook, now Meta, spent $26.8 million on security and private jets for CEO Mark Zuckerberg and his family in 2021, according to a recent filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. In 2020, Zuckerberg's security and jets cost the company $25 million and $23 million in 2019. So the costs seem to be going up substantially. The filing does not reveal the details about Zuckerberg's security details. How it was reported in 2019 that Zuckerberg has 24/7 bodyguard protection, as well as an office with bulletproof resistant glass and a panic button. Well, I'm sure he does. And as you can see here, he's surrounded by, law enforcement personnel. So in addition to his private security needs, he's getting escorted around. Of course, I think this may, to be fair, may have been within the walls of the Capitol. That was probably a courtesy escort from Capitol Police, but hey, doesn't matter. It's an interesting thing anyway. In the SEC filing, SEC said that it spent more than $15.1 million on personal security for Zuckerberg in 2021, as well as $10 million pre-tax allowance for security for him and his family. Zuckerberg's private air travel cost $1.6 million in 2021, a decrease from the last few years in 20. Well, at least he's trying to save the planet, right, guys? Right? Oh my. While it is believed that Zuckerberg's security costs outstrip those of many other tech executives, it is unclear whether fellow billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk spend similar amounts on their personal protection and travel costs, as they don't publicly disclose those total costs. Breitbart News reported in 2016 that Zuckerberg appears to be more paranoid than other tech CEOs, even building a panic bunker next to his home in Palo Alto, California. And this is from their previous reporting. Zuckerberg bought 4 surrounding houses to his $7 million mansion and has started the process of tearing one down in order to make way for security additions, detailed in a recently submitted plan to the Palo Alto Planning Department. According to the plan, Zuckerberg's panic bunker is described as having white brick walls, dark steel doors and windows, dark gray siding and louvers where they occur above the roof line, and the dark gray standing seam metal roof, giving the impression of a steel fortress for the Facebook CEO to hide in if necessary. Zuckerberg's compound already has a perimeter of black panel walls in an attempt to stop both trespassers, snoopers. The Facebook CEO was slammed on social media after criticizing former presidents border wall plans and then returning to his fortress mansion. Well, I bet he was. You can read more of this if you want to. I guess there was more to this article that Breitbart paraphrased over there at Insider. So if you so choose, you can definitely do that. But I thought it would be fun, and I don't normally do this because, again, I don't care. Live and let live. If you work hard for your money, you should be allowed to spend it how you do. However, this is coming at company expense, which stockholders are paying for. Anyway, of course, you have all these comments, 103 from when I grabbed the story. Now, this is a few days ago. There's probably more there now. Maybe they've been culled a little bit. Not necessarily going to dive into the first comment because I think you can read that for yourself. But John Wayne says immediately after the first one, imagine how small of a carbon footprint Zucker would be if he took a paddle-powered canoe everywhere instead of private jets. Where's the climate change zealots now? Now, to be fair, YouTube, I am not saying this, not at all, but it is a good question, and this person, John Wayne, brought it up here in these comments. Montana 1987 says they are exempt from what they preach. They have 24/7 security, but promote politicians that don't think we should be allowed to carry a firearm. And I'm going to put it that way. Need to understand lives with what's good for me is not good for the mentality. No kidding. It's like they have never heard of a Zoom meeting. What does this article have to do with the previous election? I don't know anything about that. Probably responding to the first comment that we saw. And of course, this person says the one that was purchased by Zuckerberg. Proof, question mark. Look at the receipts yourself. There's a matter of public record. He was buying and donating to other systems that were used to tabulate the votes according to this person. Again, this is not me saying this, YouTube. This is commentary from others, not me. I'm not saying this. So yeah, read the stories, not just look at the pictures. That's pretty fun. It might just have something to do with the amount of money there. I thought it was only 250 million, 400 million. That seems outside of what I'd read or has been reported. So that's weird. But as you can see, tons and tons and tons of people calling out Mr. Zuckerberg on his his security costs being paid for by the shareholder. I find it fascinating, to be honest with you. But hey, like I said, I have no vested interest in whether or not Meta is successful. I have no money in it, nor would I ever put money in that. I won't even put my time into it. I think Facebook is the greatest privacy stealer of all time, and they utilize a lot of things that, well, they were exposed because of the new Apple privacy policy that really compromised their ad penetration and ability to direct ads to you. So what does that tell you? Anyway, that's pretty much it for the day. I just thought it would be a fun story to go through real quickly. What do you think? Do you think Zuckerberg's worth it to the shareholders? Do you think the shareholders are getting value out of his private travel and security? Or do you think that maybe he should probably spend some of his own wealth on taking care of his needs, or at least as he sees them? Maybe the shareholders feel he's that valuable and they should protect him. I don't know, nor do I care. But again, what do you think? Please use the comment section down below to give me your thoughts and commentary. I'd really appreciate that. I'd also appreciate, if you're here for the first time, hit the subscribe button, because oftentimes, even if you thought you were subscribed and you're not, you just make sure it's not red. Just click it. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you turn notifications on too if you want to catch every single bit of content I put together, and there's a lot of it, and I'm doing that as often as I can for all of you. Be sure to support other independent creators out here on the platform, because they oftentimes are not given, well, any kind of support by the platform, pretty much for no other reason than they are favoring the corporate content creators, as we've talked about many times. So engagement's important. So be sure to like, subscribe, share out their content, and of course make comments, because again, it kicks up the engagement. And with that being said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go. And before we make it to the end of this video, I, CultureCasino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up CultureCasino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful CultureCasino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create. And I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.